morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you come across this video. So today I have a special guest of honor with me today, and she's so intelligent, so reserved, so beautiful. I'm proud and so happy to have her here today with me. Please, do you mind introducing yourself?
Thank you so much. My name is Amna.
Yeah, so today we have a special topic we want to deal with today, and is forgiveness. I want to ask her some few questions about forgiveness and how she deal with those who have betrayed her in the time past. So please, do you mind telling us what is forgiveness?
Well, forgiveness to me has a lot to do with being able to see a person and see their humanity enough to understand that in the same way that you make mistakes, they make mistakes as well.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, getting rid of that barrier of separation by understanding that, being able to see the humanity in the mistakes enough, and in the person, first and foremost, for the mistakes, enough to be able to let go of the resentment.
So when you forgive, do you forget?
I think sometimes, I try to forget with my mind, but sometimes you unconsciously, still remember.
Yeah.
And so sometimes even if you try to put something out of your memory, sometimes the way you act sort of reflects as though you're preparing for it to happen again. So I think it depends. But I think with enough, it does happen where you can truly heal from a certain, with time and with, care and with development of trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you been in a place where you have someone that is very close to you, someone that you dearly love, betray you in the time past, and you just have to forgive them and let go? Have you been in that position?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think there's a lot of times in life where forgiveness is, something that you have to really, consciously consider and, figure out a way to move past a certain thing and be able to trust, or at the very least make the decision of whether that's something you would like to do.
The person has been doing it over and over again, and you've tried to talk to the person and see that, please, this thing you're doing, I don't like it, I don't appreciate it, and you're my friend, I want us to get past it, but the person keep on repeating it. Do you cut the person off for your own mental health, or do you still bring the person close to you, believing that the person will change with time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that repetition is a little bit difficult because when a person repeats a certain, you start to internalize it a lot. Like the more you expose yourself to something, the more you start to feel like, you're not cared for, you're not very human, not worthy of being considered. So with repetition, it becomes, a little bit difficult. But for me personally, I've always been, even though it's difficult to sometimes say it loudly because it's something that not sometimes people don't agree with, but for me in my heart, I tend to, it seems wrong, the idea that people don't change. I know that a lot of life is it's a cyclical pattern, and but this idea that there's everything is just predetermined and it's just going to repeat itself, I can't really believe in that. I do think that people they do change, and I've seen it many times happen in my life. It's not like this concept that doesn't I think depending on the environment and depending on how a person is nurtured, it changes everything. And it's not just when they're children, even as adults, it makes a very big difference. And it's I think when you get to the point where you tell yourself already in your head that something can't change, you've already blocked the potential. Because it's if you can't believe in it, it's not that belief makes everything, but if the belief isn't there, any potential that was there is already gone because you're not even willing to put the in it. And in terms of the other thing also, just naturally, I think forgiveness comes easily to me. I tend to, especially if there's love, especially if there's love in my heart, it's not something that I tend to want to forgive a lot. I don't tend to.
I know what you are saying. Forgiveness is not just someone just lied about something to you or something. I'm saying something big as I don't know, I don't want to mention, but very big, something that you look back, you say, no, I can't deal with this person. When you see the person, you see the hurt, you see everything. How do you relate to that person again?
I mean
something big. I'm talking about something big, not something small.
No, of course. I mean, it's difficult. Like, it's not like it's like this thing where it just, it's, you're not feeling any pain and you're just capable.
Yeah.
No, it's extremely
Like when you
difficult.
see the person, you see the hurt. When you see the person, you see the hurt. What do you do? Do you call the person up? Because your mental health is at stake.
Well, I think that, I think for me, I tend to, in terms of other than, moving past the pain, I think what helps me experience the pain and not like reject it, not immediately reject it, is that for me personally, I don't, like humans, like they're very special and unique to me. Like, I don't tend to think like, oh, if I can't get something from a person, I can get it elsewhere. Like, my mind doesn't really work like that at all. People are genuinely very, very special to me. They're very unique and very irreplaceable. And so, like, once I love someone, it's not about
how many times they offend you, or how big the offense is.
Exactly. It's not very useful to think to myself, well, I can get something else elsewhere. But it's like, if I've grown to love a person for who they are, that it doesn't make sense. It's not love to go looking for characteristics as though they're commodities in people, and that just doesn't it's sort of like, I would say, like the primary motivator for me personally, to like be able to live with like pain and be able to like feel it a lot without like leaving. For me, like that's like what that's like the primary motivator. That it's not really like a way to necessarily get over the pain, and so I don't really know like how much I have the answer to that question specifically, but like what motivates me to like keep feeling the pain without like rejecting it, it's that.
So we want to ask you, our viewers, how do you deal with someone who has betrayed you and is asking for forgiveness, and over time the person keep on doing it over and over and over and over? Do you, as a person, cut the person off for the sake of your mental health, or do you still forgive just as Bible have instructed us to forgive? What do you do? Please, we would like to have your answers on the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'm so proud of you, my sister, for coming to this show with me, and I'm so glad to have you. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye.